Hello, my name is Miranda H.P.
And I'm Connor Calloway.
And we are the Bountiful Bards.
Please join us in our first ever recorded D&D campaign,
The Fountains of Cathaidra. I hate spiders. Well, I don't mind them so long as they stay away from me.
You knew there was a Dark Souls kind of boss in here.
I figured.
Yeah. I didn't roll too well initiative. Or maybe I did. What'd you roll?
21.
You win, Leah. Leah goes first. So, once again, you're in a room. There's several house-sized looking boulders and 4 columns towards the center of the room that this mechanical spider has now crawled down and is looking around and has you in its sights.
So
You are now locked in here with this monstrous machine.
So it's on the wall.
It's on the column. It's one of the giant columns.
How big are these columns?
They're ginormous. They're huge.
Okay.
Large enough for a 25, 30-foot big spider to be able to attach to it, and it doesn't look, like overbearing.
Okay. All right. Well, here comes the sun. Da-da-da-da.
Right.
I'm going to make an opportunity attack thing. I don't really have a lot of bonus actions.
No, but you have an action.
I know that. I was looking because I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this one thing. Meh. All right. I'm going to cast Shatter at it.
Okay. What's his range on it? 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to move just a little bit closer, probably about 15 feet closer to be able to hit it, I would say, in this theater of mind.
Let me double check.
Okay.
Yeah, it is 60 feet. Okay.
All right.
So I will...
It needs to roll a saving throw? What kind?
Constitution.
Okay, let's see here.
And if it is inorganic, it has disadvantage.
It is inorganic. It is a construct. I rolled an 11 and a 2 plus 4.
So it fails.
It fails. Okay. Go ahead.
It takes 3d8 thunder damage.
3d8 thunder damage.
Oop. Where'd it go?
If it came out of your hand without you trying.
It's on the floor somewhere. Can you find it?
What kind is it?
It's a d8.
Oh, here, use one of mine.
Oh, I have others. I wanted.
I can't get it right now. Miranda, I have my headphones in.
Okay.
I'm corded in. I can't
7 plus 8.
7 plus 8?
Yep.
Is it 2d6
15.
or 3d6?
3d8. It was just I dropped one, so I rolled another one.
All right, so how much?
15.
15?
I think is what I said.
Okay, is that all you wanted to do?
Well, 16 because it's with my piano. So
okay. Anything else you want to do?
Run behind stuff.
Okay, hold on 1 second. You launch it up and you can immediately see the reaction as the energy just pulses next to it, and you just see as the spider's head just kind of and slams against the column. Yes.
I would like to. So is it 8-legged and mandibles?
Yes.
Okay, so what I would like to do is Shatter is a 10-foot radius sphere.
Giant tarantula from the Wild Wild West, but a little bit smaller.
So how big is the tarantula?
It is a large creature.
What does that mean?
It is twice your size.
So
it's about 15, 20 feet long.
Okay, so I want to have focused the biggest pop of the Shatter on half of its leg joints. Because it's articulated mechanics. Right. So I'm like, if I weaken, because I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
If I weaken on mine, the left side, its right side, maybe it will make it harder for it to skitter.
What else would you like to do on your turn while you're trying to hit that? Where are you running?
Behind something.
Okay, you're going to go and duck for cover?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of boulders and stuff. So I'm trying to
I want you to make as you go and you're running, I will need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
18.
18. You hear, and you don't even turn it. You're like, you see another column. You go and jump to dive behind it. As you do, there's this brilliant red light, and you just hear as you look, and there's this beam of heated fire just carves along right where you were just standing. And then you hear,
oh shit!
It's your turn again. What are you going to
do? Stick my head out. Where is it?
It is literally 10 feet from you now and is coming down to where you are currently staying.
Okay. I'm going to...
It moves a little bit faster than you.
Cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay. From your piano or from yourself?
From the piano.
Okay.
No, from myself first.
Okay. You begin to create the orb. What kind of damage?
It's 90 feet, so I'm going to book it.
Okay.
I'm going to do cold damage because I'm going to, again, try to focus this on one of the joints that I've damaged before because I'm trying to slow it down and potentially break one of the legs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack for me.
It is. Attack hits. All right. Hopefully it hits. Ooh. 19 plus 5.
19.
24.
As you
it's 24.
Start
total.
bringing forth this chromatic orb and start putting in cold magic as you connect yourself with the magical essence that gives you ability. You can press it into its small spherical shape. And then how do you send it? Is it a full-on fastball type throw, or is it just with your keys as you're playing? Okay. And off it goes to collide with the beast. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And that's when the bass drop comes. It is 3d8.
3d8.
6 plus 7. 13. And then plus 1. 14.
14? Okay.
I'm sorry that I didn't directly tell you the math that I just did.
You need to talk in the mic. She won't move her mic to where it needs to be.
Well, I project very well, thank you.
Yes, I know you do, and I'm a mouth breather. So, as you fire it out, it does collide with the beast, and you're able to get away from it.
And I'm still booking it.
I understand you only have 30 foot of movement, and this one has 35. So as it slams into the side of the joint, you do see there is some fracturing there, but it's not completely gone yet, and it is going to come stampeding over to you and come bearing down on you. And here on its turn, it's going to make 2 jab attacks at you.
I will cast Dissonant Whispers at one of them.
Dissonant Whispers is...
Or not Dissonant Whispers, Cutting Words.
What does Cutting Words do?
It reduces their attack, I think. Cutting Words is a reaction. You can expend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration, roll the die, and subtract the number from the creature's roll. So I think my...
Okay, go ahead and roll.
3.
3. The first, it does, as soon as it goes to slam down one of its legs at you, you immediately reach out to use your Cutting Words to stop it. You are able to make it just seize up just a little bit as it reaches at you with its broken leg, and you're able just barely to dive out of the way. Unfortunately, the other one's going to come swiping across and sweep you up off your feet and into a nearby rock. You are going to take... How much HP do you have?
34.
Okay, you take 17 points of damage.
Jesus Christ, I am not going to survive this.
I rolled high on that one.
Well, that's all right. At least I died somewhere interesting.
Hey, you are putting a wallop on it though. I'm not gonna lie about that one.
I know, but I'm level 5.
I understand. Trust me. I've weighed all this.
Okay.
You maybe even feel a little bit of blood in your mouth from where you hit the rock.
I feel a lot of blood in my mouth. Healing Word is... Oh, it is a bonus action. Yes.
Correct. It is a bonus action.
Thank goodness. It's like, because I remember going through all these, I was like, I have like no bonus actions. This is nuts. Okay.
What are you going to do?
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
And it's like right up on me?
It is turning. You're probably about 5 feet from it now as it slams you into a nearby rock or 10-foot rock. Or are you about 10 feet away? Excuse me.
I'm going to...
As its red eyes turn on you and you hear... How was
going
that?
to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
And it needs to take a wisdom saving throw.
All right. 17.
Okay.
No. 16.
It makes it.
Oh, it makes it? What is Dissonant Whispers?
Well, it would make it move away from me. So it takes half of damage.
Okay, roll the damage.
And that was a good roll, actually. 14, 7. So
7?
7.
Okay.
And I'm going to bonus action Healing Word myself from my piano.
Uh-huh. Make sure you remember exactly what all your piano can do, by the way.
I have it written down.
Okay.
I made a spot for it.
All right, Healing Word to yourself?
It's just 1d4?
Correct.
It's not plus anything? Is it plus my charisma modifier?
Read the spell. I think you're right there.
Is there anything near me? Like, so it's like right up on me. Is there anything?
You're now up against a large rock, and since it's your turn, you do still have your movement. So if you want to try and once more to get away from it, you can. It's not close enough for it to get a reaction to try and hit you.
Oh, okay. Like I thought you said it was like 5 feet.
Well, when it hit, I did say that, but then when it hit you, it had enough force to knock you into the rock nearby, so about 10 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to.
I'm not gonna take that back because I said it dramatically in a narrative sense when you can use it for your advantage. But you have your movement still till it's its turn.
Okay, I'm going to run, zigzagging. And I'm going to try to, at the same time, like just sort of whatever that light is in the center, because I heard it in my head, I'm going to try to call out to it again in my head. It
has diminished to barely even a sliver, about half a foot. As you call out to it, kind of as a free action, you don't get anything in response. If you kind of feel like it's being compressed somehow, suppressed, absolutely.
I get that, but I'm letting it know that, like, bitch, this is a big thing, and shit.
Okay, the spider is going to come running at you, and it's going to try and make 2 swings at you again.
I'm going to cutting words, one of them.
Okay. That is a 4 plus 5. What's your AC?
I think it's like 12.
Okay, there's no need of cutting words that one. But you said it's 12?
This is my AC, yeah.
The second one will hit. What is your cutting words cut?
6.
You got the full 6?
Well, it's a 1d8.
You got 6 points to cut it?
Mm-hmm.
You just managed to stave it off 1 point below your AC. It's just like, and it's just walking towards you, and it's just slamming its one mandible into the other, and you can just hear metal grinding as it does so. It's putting divots into the ground, and you're just backing up, bobbing and weaving and moving, trying to stay light on your feet. All those times dancing around a campfire seem to be paying off this point, growing up as a child.
Dodging Jimothy being mad at me for something.
Absolutely. It's once again your turn. What are you going to do?
For the record, when cutting words goes off, I picture it, and I'm going to look up the chord for it just because it's going to be amazing. But I picture the Duel of the Fates when it first starts.
Yeah.
The vocals.
Yeah.
Like that's what I picture.
Got
it's
you.
Like the
there you go. No, I'm not going to break my mic.
That's what my cutting words is the Duel of the Fates intro.
All right, your magical piano is out in front of you. It's moved. The color, every time you move, it breaks and becomes nothing but incorporeal, scattered magical colors, and then it just comes back and solidifies back into its original shape as you're moving. What are you doing?
I'm going to
put a hurting on that thing.
I'm going to try.
It's looking pretty bad.
I'm going to cast Shatter again.
Okay, once more casting Shatter. It needs to roll a save, and it rolls with disadvantage.
Yes.
That is what is your DC?
15.
I rolled 9 with a disadvantage plus 5 for 14. Yes. It fails. What do you do?
And it is a 3d8 thunder damage.
There you go.
A 6 plus 9, 10. 10 points of thunder damage.
Plus 1?
That was with the plus 1. So 10 points of thunder damage on the same side that I've been wailing on this whole time.
Okay. I'm definitely going to say with that amount, you are able to break free 2 of its legs if they go slamming to the floor. It looks over at its leg angrily, and then it's going to turn its gaze and glare back at you.
I've ducked.
You still have a bonus action in the movement. Which one would you like to do?
Healing word from my piano again.
All right.
Okay. And yeah, I've ducked back. Like, again, hiding, like trying to...
I understand. I'm going to need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Trying to not be where it saw me last. What was my dexterity? Plus 4, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20.
A dirty 20 does save on the DC as it goes to once more fire its beam at you. As you go, I'm not going to say you made it to any type of cover, but you made the saving throw to where you're able to dodge out of the way, and I don't think you take any.
I didn't last time when I made the
right. No, you find it doesn't take any damage at all. So once more again, it's your turn.
Part of Leah's
as
very
it's constantly
dazed,
coming after you.
Painful mind is like, Timothy would be so proud of me right now. I'm doing physical shit.
Go ahead. Tired, dirty, spitting up blood, angry.
I'm going to
Time
cast
to be a hero.
chromatic orb from my piano.
Okay, what kind of damage are you doing this time?
I'm going to do...
It is a little bit slower.
I'm gonna do cold again for sure because...
Okay, you haven't made any damage on anything, so...
What do you mean?
All right, just go ahead. Your turn. You do what you want.
What do you mean?
Use cold. You're fine. I don't know why I said that. Go ahead.
I'm very confused. Okay. I'm gonna hurl the sphere, which is +6 to hit. So that is 19 to hit.
What does he get +6?
Well, because it's +5 is what it says there.
Okay. Proficiency plus your
+1.
Charisma. Okay.
Yeah, it says, because I think you added it all right here.
All right, so how much to hit? What is it?
19.
19 just barely hits again.
God.
Yeah, it's got a high AC of 18.
I'd be so fucked. Where did my... Oh, there it is. Oh, come back. No, that's a D10. That's not a D8. It is 3D8. Where did it go? Oh!
Max dice?
Yes! I got 3 8s. 24
right.
plus 1, 25.
25.
25 points of cold damage.
You send out another, and at this point, you've completely blasted away part of its eyes that have just been frozen off and fallen. You see only 3 eyes looking back at you as it's moving. Its head starts jerking, kind of, uncharacteristic, at least for a spider. Like something stuck or broken. It is when you fired at it, you think it's enough to stop it, but still just not enough. But it's almost there, and it's going to once again, since it can't reach you fast enough because you blew off its leg, it's going to fire another force beam at you. I need you to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh fuck. Can I bonus action healing word myself real quick?
No.
I didn't get to bonus action last time.
Oh, go ahead then. What does that bring your health up to?
Plus max. Thank goodness, because I rolled a nat 1 on that fucking dexterity saving throw.
Oh yeah. So as you do it and you turn back, it opens up. You've never seen how it's done its beam before, but its mandibles open outward in an unnaturalistic fashion, and you see the red beam of light begin to build, and you are like, uh-oh, and you go to turn, and then the beam just, and you're going to take
34 points of damage. I'm dead.
You take 19 points of damage as it just blasts you up off your feet. You turn feet overhead, and you slam down on your stomach hard, and you think you feel a rib or two break as you've healed yourself again, and then you feel your body just going right back into damage. You start to pick yourself back up off the ground. It is your turn again as it comes stumbling over, just leer above you, looking down at you. What are you going to do?
See, I've done Dissonant Whispers twice. No, I did Shatter twice.
Mm-hmm.
And it saved last time on my Dissonant Whispers, right?
Mm-hmm. It looks like it's on its last leg, and it's leering up and over you.
I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Cast Firebolt up and above you into its head?
Yeah.
Roll for an attack.
Out of desperation. That's all I got, man. A 18 plus 5 plus 1.
You reach out and yell. There's not even any music to your voice as you pronounce it out. Here you are on your last bit, once more being slammed by the laser, thrashed around by mandibles, this giant magic mechanical monstrosity that has just been out of a nightmare. You fire upward, and your fire lances from your hand, doing double damage because it's vulnerable to fire, and you
30 points of damage.
Destroy the head as it just shatters apart. And you hear the rest of this machine give off a groan of pain somehow. You know that's not what it is, but that's what you connected to. And it collapses in front of you, splitting oil all over your face.
Prestidigitation.
But it's dead now. It is no longer moving. And you breathe one in, and then another.
Ooh.
And then you look over and you see that little beam of light start to regrow, and you hear your name being whispered once more.
I would not have thought machinery was vulnerable to fire. That'll teach me. At
least this one was.
Yeah.
Apparently. And lightning.
Stupid. Well, see, I was like, lightning, to me, I was like, well, it's going to be hit or miss on that, because it's either going to be like, yes, powered up, and then murder me extra, or like, I didn't want to risk it. But cold, I felt like with articulated joints was a safe bet. So I was like, very least.
What would you like to do now?
After I have prestidigitated the smear of oil blood from my face, I'm going to look around. Going to healing word myself real quick.
Okay.
That burns all my slots. Essentially, I'm done. Because I'm hurting. Yes, 8 points of healing back to me, which is great because I was not doing so good. So I'm at a whopping 23 hit points. And then I'm going to cautiously, while looking up and around, approach that light that has been mentally stalking me.
The sense of danger you once had when coming in here is completely gone. All you feel is a sense of comfort as you walk up to the light, and you said you touch it.
I guess I do.
No, I thought you said you did.
I feel like it is definitely one of those like things in TV shows where you just see the...
And you got to touch it?
Yeah.
You reach out and your fingers lace into the light, and you can actually see tendrils of light just kind of caress around your hand, almost as if someone was interlocking their fingers with yours. But in a comforting way, as one would do with a friend or a lover.
I'm dating magic, guys.
Your vision goes white. You're no longer in the chamber you were standing in. You were standing in a vision of gold. All around you, you were floating. You turn left and right, and you look down and you see your hands, but then are you there? Are you not there? Leah. You turn, and you see before you a woman of such beauty that you want to turn away from, that your eyes feel unworthy to even look upon. She has a golden complexion to her skin. Her hair sheathed out in a spectrum of colors, starting purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And it moves as she moves, as it floats behind her. She wears an elegant dress of silver, overlapping scales of some sort, or platinum. You feel a sense of power from this individual as she looks upon you, and both of her eyes are that same image of gold that you're now currently being enveloped in. And she looks down at you. And she smiles, and you feel a sense of comfort just come over you. You do not feel threatened. You do not feel scared. You are not in fear in any way for your life. If anything, it's the opposite.
Where am I? Who are you?
We have only moments. I am an origin. And I have called you here all this time because I need your help.
My help?
Your help.
Are you one of the 6?
I am not. You sang the sweetest songs since the moment you could, and I have listened to every one. When choosing an individual to help me, I found you. I am an origin. I am a being of great creational power. My kind can conjure matter, create life, build worlds. There are countless of us in the universe. I have a story to tell you, Leah. Will you listen to my words?
Yes.
First, I must tell you, this world you call home is not of my creation, but another of my kind. His name was Meland, and I knew of him from afar. You see, when my kind matures at the center of reality, they venture out into the empty sea of stars to act on their instincts. We create wonders. We create life. We create existences. But before we leave home, we are given a set of guidelines, one my kin Milan decided to unheed. Though this universe is endless, we are asked not to stray too far. For the farther from the center we go, the more dangerous it becomes for us. But living so close to one another has its drawbacks. Interference between origins. Dabbling in one another's art. Milan wanted to escape from any potential contamination of his work. So he made the discouraged journey and began to build your world here, outside of the given protection. Time does not grace us, yet Milan toiled for ages. Every rock, drop of water, and grace of air came from his hands, and in every reality he folded magic for his creation to use. This land is so enriched with magic it practically overflows into the physical world. He finished his work in life on your planet, and life on your planet began. But Milan would never see what would happen and what you and those like you would become. His work drew the attention of a being of conclusion, a world ender, a celestial beast that swims the depths to consume any life foolish enough to wander close. This monster came to your world, and Milan moved to interject and protect his child. He slew the beast, their bodies still calcified and scattered across the horizon. But Milan too lost his existence, and your world had no god to guide it. Your society grew rapidly in technology, built wondrous things, tested the furthest boundaries. But they went too far, Leah. And this is where it becomes important again. The 6 that you mentioned were the most powerful mages that this world had, and they came together in this city. They used an artifact of their construction, and they cast a spell so powerful that the repercussions could never be measured. They wished for the powers of a god in origin. That is how I was brought here. I was at my weakest in my own world, at a point of protecting my own creation from itself. Their incantation snatched me away, crudely yanking me through space, scarring reality as I fought what I did not understand. My arrival broke everything: the land, the people, the magic. Against my will, I destroyed Cathaidra. And tears start to gather on her cheeks, golden bits that fall and then vanish into nothing, into the nothingness around you. I had seconds to save as many as I could before the 6th spell finished. Collecting who I could, I casted them forward in time to the other side of the cataclysm that I had created. I gave them just enough of my power to begin to rebuild society. It's the least I could do. You were all innocent and had no idea what occurred. I could sense that much. It was only the wickedness of the 6th that doomed both my world and yours. After I saved those I could, the spell finished, and I had been imprisoned here, and I have been imprisoned here at the top of this tower ever since. These ruins frozen in time, but not for much longer. That charm is slowly dying, and those within that are left are slowly waking. I speak of the 6. I have waited here for an age, and I have read each of their hearts, and I tell you true that should Should they reawaken unchecked, they will bring doom once more to your world. They have access to my power, and per their original spell, can use my essence to re-break the world and rebuild it as they see fit. And if that does not sate their taste, they can do so again and again until nothing is left to rebuild but ruin. Yet still, Leah, that is not why I have summoned you here. There is a far graver fate for us all. The reason I reached out to you through your dreams is this. Another conclusion is coming. Another great beast has found this spark in the dark and is making its way here now. I can save us. I have the power to move us far from this place, far from the void, and bring us closer to the safety of where I'm originally from, my home. But I can't do this from within my cell. She reaches out and she very gently touches your forehead with her finger. I need you to free me. I know this quest feels heavy, but time is running short, and I fear we have less than a decade before the conclusion arrives. You are not strong enough to fight the Six as you currently stand. You and those willing to fight with you must increase in your power if you are to defeat the Six. I cannot grant this, but I know of a way how. Right now, I feel you have reached a barrier holding your magic back. Before the destruction of Radian, the Six created great artifacts called fountains that siphoned magic from your world and compressed it into a physical state. Once on this side of reality, the magic can fuel creations just like you. Those who currently rule the land above have closed off these fountains out of fear of what the artifacts can do. I quest you to find the fountains, reinitiate their purpose, and from there you can continue to climb in your power and hopefully save the world. She continues to float there, just waiting for you to respond.
Leah kind of processes everything, and her first reaction is, "How's that all?"
She smiles at you. I know it's heavy. Her metallic dress continues just to move like fabric in a breeze behind her.
Is there any boon or knowledge or benefit that you can grant me that will allow me to at least have a better chance of finding these fountains?
They, from what I can see through my eyes, are buried beneath each of the cities that your society has built. 6 cities on a road, 6 fountains hidden below. That much guidance I can grant you.
Is it by opening these fountains that I free you?
No. I can only be freed by the artifact that the 6 use to contain me here. You and your friends will have to stop them once you have grown in power once more.
All right.
Time is running out. My cage is closing again, and I will no longer be able to whisper in your dreams. But know that I trust you. And though this burden is heavy, I know you're the one who can complete it. Your story tells me so. She reaches out again and she kind of tucks one of your hair just back behind your ear in a loving fashion of some sort. Her fingers begin to fade as she pulls them back. She looks at her other hand as it begins to fade, and she looks back up at you. I believe in you. She vanishes. You fade as well, and then once more standing in the columned dark room that now begins to grow light as dazzling images of magic arc up each corner, and you see light disperse out through the doors into the city. Directly at the archway where you came from originally, you see lights begin to appear above the archway. And a few moments later, you see your brother and mentor stepping through the archway, looking around, confused.
Hi, guys. I nonchalantly stand up and ignore the blood caked all over me.
And this is a good stopping point. Now you have to figure out what you're going to do next, Miranda, and you'll have to sit with your DM. No, we'll see.
Fast travel unlocked.
Now you have a path and a goal. The big picture is finally unraveled. I've been waiting so long to do this.
My goodness, that was like, I got dizzy from the lore dump. I was like, whoa.
And you'll be able to I'll send you the notes and everybody else can re-listen as well.
Can I assume that this, therefore, long rest, blah, blah, blah? Can I? So I can erase my marks?
Go ahead and erase your marks.
Because they don't like to stay. Just asking.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for listening. Please leave a review anywhere you found us. You can reach out to us on Twitter at Bountiful Bards. We hope to see you again on the civilized road.
And bring bread and cheese.
As the story goes, until then.